Well, is there a better way to celebrate St. Paddy's Day than with a Scotsman? And I'm not just talking about any Scotsman. I'm talking about the Flying Scotsman. He joins us in studio. This is like a reunion for us once a year. How are you, Frank? Good to see you.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
So what's a Scotsman doing celebrating St. Patrick's Day and entertaining people?
Well, two things. First of all, the Scots came from Antrim in the north of Ireland, which if people have done their history, they would know that sort of thing. And secondly, my wife is Irish and my mum was Irish. So one half of me is Irish, the other half Scots.
Right.
One half of me wants to have a beer and the other half of me doesn't want to pay for it. So I celebrate St. Paddy's Day for that reason, primarily.
Well, and you've had a long relationship with the Ottawa area. You've been traveling back and forth to Ottawa. What keeps bringing you back here?
Well, I came here first of all to play for Canada Day in 1992. Well, actually, I came here a long, long time before that. But I've been coming back every Paddy's Day, March and October, for 18 years. I really like the city. I love living in New Brunswick because people say, why do you live in New Brunswick? Well, I can afford to live in New Brunswick. But I love to come up here and make sure that they're spending my tax dollars properly.
Right. And how are we doing?
We seem to be doing quite well. I won't tell you. I looked up the word politic in the dictionary, but I'll just leave that. I won't tell you.
Well, let's talk about Irish music and Irish pubs, because obviously you've done quite a few. You've entertained at quite a few over the years. What makes them so special, do you think?
Well, I think the important thing, the association with St. Patrick's Day and the Irish pub makes sense. But what makes them so special, I think, for me, is it's still that tie to the old sod, and you know what to expect. Now, having said that, a lot of the Irish pubs throughout the country are getting a wee bit off the beaten track. You know, they're only Irish on Paddy's Day now, which is like Boston. It's sad. But, you know, for example, I'm playing on Paddy's Day at Paddy's on Bank Street. And he has kept the ambiance and he's kept the music and the staff, you know, they're in the same frame of mind, and it's a good Celtic-y, what is it they call it in Ireland, the something tagger, the Celtic tagger.
Right. They've
kept that ambiance. They're not bringing in rock and roll bands, you know, which is a little frustrating, I think. But besides that, that's what the tie is, you know.
You're going to be performing from noon until 6. That is a long time to be performing. How are you going to manage that?
Well, take breaks every so often, and then there's a you know the blonde with the black skirt.
Yes.
Well, you know, that helps.
Now, how did you get the name the Flying Scotsman?
Well, I picked the name myself because I just finished with another band, and I said, now I can be this drunken Irishman or the Flying Scotsman, and I thought the Flying Scotsman people could associate, especially the Scottish people.
Right.
The Flying Scotsman, the name comes from the train. There was a steam engine that used to run from London to Edinburgh, and it was the fastest steam engine on the road. And if you say to a Scot or a Brit or the Flying Scotsman, they recognize it right off the bat.
Right. Tell us about, you have a few CDs out, and you've got a website as well. I
got a website, which is, anyone would like to see me. I've got much longer hair on my website. It's theflyingscotsman.ca. And in regards to CDs, yes, I have 4 CDs, and I've got some with me. If anyone would like to purchase some, they can come and see me at the show, or they can go to the Folklore Centre. They carry them. And I sell my CDs for $20 Canadian, 60 US.
Excellent.
Nothing to do with free trade, just that's my way of getting around it. But I have some CDs, and you know, as I say, I sell them off stage, and I have, you know, people get them through the website as well.
Right.
So they can.
Well, you're a great entertainer. You have a great personality, great sense of humor. We're so glad you came back to Ottawa to help us celebrate St. Paddy's Day.
As they say in Ireland, merci beaucoup, monsieur. Thank you very much.
Bienvenue.
And you know, happy Paddy's Day, you know.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it. And we're going to listen to him right now. He's the Flying Scotsman. Don't forget, St. Patrick's Day. He's going to be at Paddy's Pub on Bank Street from noon until 6. Here he is on Daytime Ottawa.
By the lonely prison wall, I heard a young lass calling. She said, Michael, they have taken you away. You fought against the crown, rebelling ship lies regretting in the bay. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. By the lonely prison wall, I heard a young lad calling. He said, nothing matters, Mary, when you're free. I stole Trevelyan's corn, so the young might see the morn. I raised my sons with dignity. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. By the lonely prison wall, she was the last star falling. As the ship pulled out beneath the sky, now she can only wait and pray for her love by Botany Bay. As she waits there beneath that iris sky, low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. So lonely round the fields of Athenry, singing low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. Oh, so lonely round the fields of Athenry.
Flying Scotsman with
I
great
love him.
Irish tune. I know, he's just wonderful. We're going to have another tune by the Flying Scotsman at the end of the show, so don't miss that. But first, we are in the kitchen with the man himself, Ottawa Citizen food editor Ron Eade is in the house with us today. Great to see you again, Ron.
Always
Thank you
fun
for
in the
being here.
kitchen.